I'm sorry, Ms. Lisinski, that's the end of public comment?
Mr. Roumel.
Oh, Mr. Roumel.
Thank you. Trustees, Superintendent Allen, thank you very much. This is what I would have said to you had I been able to address you. This is an extraordinary case with extraordinary circumstances, and I can't be as frank in public as I might have been in private to talk about some of those details. But what I can assure you of is that everything that you heard in this room today and everything that Mr. Mark did in this case was guided from a sense of trying to help, and he did help. And the young woman involved is doing very well today. She's doing a lot better than she was, and I think that drives some people crazy. But when we look at some of the facts of this case, we need to bear in mind what actions actually occurred and what we're holding against him that are subjective. And we use this word sometimes, and I think, when I was in high school, I read the book, The Scarlet Letter. And we have this new word these days, and that word is appropriate. And that's the new Scarlet Letter. It's somebody's judgment of what is appropriate. Chris Mark broke no law. Chris Mark broke no rule. Chris Mark acted from the heart. He acted out of a sense of help. He succeeded. He did it in the same way he helped all of his other students. And we have to keep all that in mind. If you believe that some of the communications, that some of the actions were not appropriate, it's incumbent upon you as a board to put some guidelines and standards in place, because there were none. If you know that teachers need to be able to go forward without having to make an assessment, they need to have those standards in place so they can't make an assessment on unique circumstances of what I called an extraordinary circumstance, so they can't have to decide, am I doing something that somebody might deem as inappropriate. There were no warnings that were significant. Whatever they were not significant enough to document. Here we are 4 years later. 4 years later, and in the meantime, if you think that he acted inappropriately, then punish him and send him a message, but it doesn't have to be the death penalty. And if you're being told that you have no choice but to terminate or essentially slap on the wrist, that is completely false. It is absolutely false. Your attorneys know that anything we can creatively come up with that protects the children in this district to your satisfaction and does not throw away an extraordinary teacher who has given his heart and his soul to his students is, in this case, that would be appropriate. So he is an extraordinary teacher. He is a fine young man. I've enjoyed getting to know him. I've never seen this kind of astonishing support for a teacher. And if he was truly a danger or a problem to the district, why do you have no other complaints but, say, one parent in 9 years? And this is a time when people, if they do have a complaint, they come out of the woodwork. So I ask that you find it in your hearts and in your creative minds to come up with a solution where we can satisfy everybody's concerns and not engage in brinksmanship or things like that. And I look forward to trying to reach that resolution with you. So thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to meet with you. And, good luck.
I want to thank everyone who came out to speak to us this evening.